Sex in the City. My God.
My God.
Who can wait? This movie's going to be a disaster. Anthony figured it out. It's going to be a disaster because only chicks are going to go see this movie. Chicks and gay guys.
This isn't even one that girls can drag their guys, friends, boyfriends, husbands to. It's so beyond that.
This is not a chick flick because all of us get dragged to chick flicks.
Mm-hmm. Beyond chick flick.
Right. But Anthony's got a solution to that.
Yeah, they should end the movie with some horrific murders and accidents where they all get killed in like Sam Peckinpah graphically horrific ways.
See,
where they get killed because then the women would be horrified, but they'd already paid their money to see it.
Right.
Then they'd go home and go, it was terrible because at the end, and then they'd kind of spell out what happened. And then as a guy, I'd be like, you know, I might just go to see that.
Yeah, then the word gets out that it's a lot of action and death and blood and stuff, so you got to go now.
And then Oprah brought up the fact that the whole movie should be about not so much the girls, they're in it, but about a serial killer.
Yeah, just totally flipping, and the movie's all about a serial killer just killing these 5. How many are there? 4, 5?
4 of them, I guess. And then they're having, and I love that you can put the whole story together where they're having a girls' night together, where they get popcorn and ice cream, and getting their jammies, and they're talking, you know, let me tell you what I did last night, blah, blah, blah. And then just this horrible serial killer guy comes in.
Yeah, a sexual serial killer.
Oh, of course, gotta be.
That's why Hollywood just sucks, because they would never do something like that. But what a twist. They would get everybody talking, because everyone's thinking, they're just doing a movie of the series. Who gives a crap? But if they flipped it like that, it would be all the buzz.
It's funny that you just said that's why Hollywood sucks, because they won't let the Sex and the City girls be raped and stabbed at the end of the movie.
Exactly.
You're right, Hollywood sucks. But that's such a weird example. Like, how could they not allow them to be bludgeoned
Jimmy,
to death?
In a way, you understand what I'm saying.
Completely.
Okay.
But if you really want to disappoint people, and I mean really hurt them, a serial killer is almost a plot line that could be interesting. I like the idea of she's about to marry Mr. Big.
Yeah.
All 4 of them are in the SUV on the way to the church, and a dump truck just barrels through a red light and kills them all. Like, that all of a sudden, they're on their way to this music, and you hear, dead.
Just not even a storyline that could be interesting. Just kill them so the women cry.
And all of a sudden, the next thing you see is, like, police tape around, and they're like 4 bodies in the street with white sheets over them, and the credits start rolling. It's so unsatisfying to everyone. I took it upon myself during the break. I'm so into Sex and the City now. I had a couple of alternate plot lines.
Oh, Jimmy, are you actually writing?
Yes.
All right. We're becoming big boys.
I know.
We're actually writing for our radio show.
They're very, very brief.
All right.
And again, I'm a novice at this.
Okay.
Scenario 1 is all 4 become police officers.
Oh.
They're indicted at the end of the film for beating a man of color with their batons.
That would be interesting. I would go to see that as a guy.
Yes.
Number 2 is, without explanation, the film opens on a rocket ship taking off, and you realize all 4 of them have become astronauts. The shuttle explodes 3 minutes into the film. The last hour and 57 minutes of the movie is about the investigation into the shoddy O-ring on the shuttle.
Oh, perfect.
And my third one is that the wedding bells are ringing.
Oh.
And Carrie is left standing at the altar.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
When 20 minutes before the wedding, Mr. Big is arrested on the business end of a glory hole.
You know, I love that second scenario.
I do too. It's my personal
That
favorite.
one is perfect because all these women that just love Sex in the City would go and be like, what? They're astronauts. Okay, this has to be some kind of dream sequence before the actual movie starts. And then they die 3 minutes into it on a tragic explosion of the shuttle. And then nothing but the most technical explanations, the most long-winded, boring, technical jargon about shuttle equipment and failure thereof.
Make it like CSI if CSI was on NPR.
Right, exactly. Not even the least bit of interesting.
Horrifically boring and monotone.
Charts and graphs.
Right. And that's why Hollywood stinks. Right, Jimmy?
Yeah. And there's a big scene between, like, the supervisor and the guy that ordered the O-ring, which caused the leak. And he goes, but you told me to save money. And he hits the desk. Not on the O-rings, Dan.
Oh, am I there?
Oh, hell
I am with you on that one.
Hell yeah.
And just puzzled women sitting there watching going, when does the movie start?
They would start shifting nervously in their seats, probably like 5-6 minutes into it.
Right.
The girls have been dead for 3 minutes. And it's all just like NASA talk. And they'd be like, all right, this is not a dream. What is happening?
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah. Boo!
Where's the girls and the funny outfits?
Yeah, where was the shoes?
Jimmy, could you treat us to more scenarios as the morning goes on?
I really like the idea of this, but that one, that
is a good one.
Please, because we're trying to figure out how to get guys to go see this movie, and of course, guys would see what you just laid out there.
It would be critically panned. It would get like no stars on it. 'Cause even guys don't want to see an hour and 57 minutes of technical
just technical talk without any entertainment value whatsoever.
Yeah,
like C-SPAN, absolutely.
Yeah, let's say hi to Jared in Boston. He's a regular to the show. What's up, Jared?
Hey, boys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Alternate scene for you. There's a racetrack involved. Obviously, there's your horse joke.
Nice.
But there's a tent as well.
Yes.
That's what
they have to put Sarah Jessica down at the track as she just screams, "I'm not a horse! I'm not a horse!" and they don't believe her.
Right. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Max.
Hey, what's up, guys? Got a scenario for you.
All right.
Okay, the slutty one, what's her name? Samantha?
Yeah.
She gets stood up by some young stud guy because she's a cougar, and it starts pouring down rain, and she ducks into a warehouse there in New York and knocks over a crate that happens to be carrying some sort of a virus that turns her into a zombie. So she goes around and starts chomping on the other chicks and turning them into zombies like 5 minutes into the movie. And then all these army guys have to blow them up and shoot them. And I would go to see that, wouldn't y'all?
Zombie sex in the city? I'm there. I got my ticket.
You know what?
I'm calling Fandango.
Yeah. You just have to do a zombie angle, and we're all going.
That would be good.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
It's too morbid.
Too morbid?
Oh, Jimmy, do you have another one?
It's not believable.
No, I have a believable one.
All righty.
Is the girls realize their dreams about opening a ukulele factory in southern Iraq. They go there and they call it Four Hooves Ukulele Emporium, and they sell a ukulele to a local sheik, and it doesn't play well, so he has all four of them executed under a fig tree.
At least that's more believable.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's why Hollywood stinks,
That's
Jimmy.
why
They're not going to do something like that.
You got to flip this movie, and then everyone will go see it instead of just the broads.
They were actually high on that script, but nobody could find a fig tree, so they had to scrap it. I had the
It
inside.
got all the way up to the fig tree part?
Oh, they actually shot a few scenes. They built the ukulele emporium. It cost like $40 million. It was just a big expense.
Maybe see it on the DVD.
Yeah.
They might have some of those lost scenes from the earlier scripts,
Jimmy, you got any more in you? Hopefully. All right, as the morning goes.
I want them to be believable, though, not just junk.
Yeah, I understand that.
Not just garbage.